Hello everyone and welcome back to Sarang Menon Academy. In this video, we will be exploring about conditional statements in C. So let's get started. Let's first open a compiler. Now, what are conditional statements? Basically, conditional statements are those statements which are used to check whether a specific condition is met or not. For example, for building a driving license eligibility checker or a voting eligibility checker, we need to check whether a person is 18 or above in order to become eligible. If the person is below 18, then we need to tell to them that they are not eligible. Or if a person enters an invalid age, we need to throw them an error that sorry, you have entered an invalid age, kindly enter a valid age. So for building these type of applications, conditional statements are really helpful. So in this video, we'll be building two mini projects. First one would be driving license eligibility checker and the second one would be voting eligibility checker. So let's get started. First of all, let's enter our header statement hash include series io.h. Let's create the main function. Let's open curly braces. And first of all, we will be taking the input from the user to enter their age. So for that, I'll create a variable called age with integer data type, and then I'll print a greeting message, welcome to driving license eligibility checker. And then scanf %d, which is a format specifier, and then %age, and then put a semicolon, and then we'll write our conditional statement. So in order to write our conditional statement, we'll use the keyword if. So basically there are three keywords in conditional statements: if, else if, and else. Now to begin a conditional statement, we use the keyword if. So I write if, then open a parenthesis, and then inside the parenthesis I'll write my condition. So what should be my condition? My condition should be the person's age should be at least 18. So it should be greater than or equal to 18. That means age should be greater than or equal to 18. And then I come out of the parenthesis, then open curly braces, and inside curly braces I write if the person is 18 or greater than 18, the system should print you are eligible to apply. And what if the person is below 18? There we use the else statement. So I write else, then open curly braces, hit enter, and then I write sorry, you are not eligible to vote or to apply. And if I run my code, it prints the greeting message, welcome to driving license eligibility checker. Again, it doesn't print the area to tell the user to enter the age, because we have to specifically specify that the person should enter the age. So for that, we have to write printf enter your age. And then we can give a new line and then run our code. So you can see now it asks us to enter our age. So if I enter a random age, let's say 19, and hit enter, it will show you are eligible to apply. Now let me rerun my code, and if I enter an age which is below 18, let's say 1, it will show sorry, you are not eligible to apply. Now this is how we create or build a driving license eligibility checker. Now we will build our second mini project, which would be a voting eligibility checker. We'll add the same features, but we'll add one more feature. That feature would be if a person enters an invalid age which is below 0, or below 1, it should print you have entered an invalid age, kindly enter valid age. Because in our current program, if I enter an age below 0, let's say -5, it will then also it will show you are not eligible to apply, but it's taking it as a valid age, not an invalid age. So in order to make our program identify that this is an invalid age, we'll add one more condition, and that condition we'll add it under else if. So let's clear our code and let's build our second mini project. So I'll include the header file and then create the function main, open curly braces, inside curly braces I'll write printf welcome to voting eligibility checker. Then create a variable int age and then print enter your age, then scan it using the format specified %d, then put a comma, then add %x, then put a semicolon, then write our condition if age is greater than or equal to 18, then open curly braces, then print congratulations, you are eligible to vote. And else if, now I add else if because I need to check another condition. If the person enters their age less than 0, then it should print you have entered an invalid age, kindly enter a valid age. And then I'll write else, we'll print sorry, you are not eligible to vote. And if I run my code, okay, we have specified the variable here as x, we'll specify here as age. Now we'll give a new line. You can see it shows welcome to voting eligibility checker, enter your age. So I'll enter age as 25 and it shows congratulations, you are eligible to vote. Now I'll enter age which is below 18, I'll write 17. It shows sorry, you are not eligible to vote. Now if I enter an age which is below 0, let's say the previous example itself -5, it will show you have entered an invalid age, kindly enter a valid age. So now our program is able to identify which is the valid age and which is an invalid age, and accordingly it will display the message. Now this is how we use conditional statements in C. So this is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like it and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching this video.